So now to create a broadcast, when you click on this here, so it is telling you that the broadcast is ready. It is telling you that the broadcast is ready and we can now edit the contact or send as it is. We are going to click on continue and we can name this broadcast if we want. Sorry, we can add in the subject line if we want. So we can say something like the subject line can be welcome to CRM instructors. So you can change that also. You can also add a preview text that is going to show up under the subject line. And when you add the preview text, you can say something like thank you for joining or something. Okay, so that is for your preview text. And you can also check this body of the email to make sure that everything is done. And when you are done with everything, you can then come over here. Okay, then you can then come over here to see if there's any error that is going on in your email. So it is saying here that one of our link contains an empty, like the buttons do not have the link inside. So I'm just going to go over to all of the buttons and I'm going to add a URL for all of the buttons. Okay, so now I have corrected all of the URL link, and just make sure that whatever error is bringing in here, you correct it first before you send out this email. So as you can see here, it's taking us to this place where we can also send the campaign. So you can decide to click on continue, or you can even decide to run A or B split test. So that means you can be able to create different variants of subject line, and you can also create different variants for the email content. That means the body of the email. And you can say that you want to send out the email with different subject lines, maybe up to 5 subject lines, different ones, and see the one that gets more open rates and the ones that get more click rates. But to do the one for email content, we have to use the pro account, and since we are on the free account, we cannot do that. So let's just use the subject line here. And we can say that instead of saying welcome to CRM instructors, we can say something like, for the subject line B, we can say something like it's nice having you here or something. Okay, so we can only add 2 subject line because we do not have the pro account, and that is fine. We can just use welcome to CRM instructors or welcome to the community. So remember that this is just a guide for you. You can put in whatever it is you want for the subject line A and the subject line B. The same thing applies for the preview text. You can use different preview text for the A or B split test. So you can also check the settings here, where you can be able to see how many minutes the test is going to run for you to determine a winner. So that means if you send out this campaign, you can use, so we can say that after this email campaign is sent, then maybe after 40 minutes or 240 minutes or 100 minutes, we will be able to determine the winner for this campaign. So when you are done, you click on save, and that is going to save your A and B split test. So you can also decide that when you're done, you click on continue, and when you click on continue, it is going to take you to this place where you can be able to send your email, or you can also publish to web if you want. So this is your form email address. I am going to teach you how to add your own domain address in a minute, but if you've added your domain address, you can be able to connect it here and just pick the particular domain address you want to use, your email address. You can also decide that you want to send this email to only particular set of people, not everyone. So we currently have 22 subscribers inside of ConvertKit. We can say that we only want to send to maybe people fulfilling any of the criteria we want to add. So we can add this filter here, and we can be able to say that we only want to send to people that are subscribed to a particular form, or we want to only send to people that are subscribed to a particular tag. We can also decide to say that we only want to send to the subscribers within a particular segment that we've created. And if you do not know how to create segments, you can go back to the section where we created a segment from scratch. We can also see here that you can send from people from a particular region or country. You can send from the particular custom field. If you want to check in for people that have the the lead source, maybe their lead source is Instagram, or the lead status is open, you can also be able to pick that from here. So just think about the particular people you want to send this campaign to, and just create that particular segment in here for those set of subscribers. And if you want to send to everybody, and that is perfectly fine, you just pick the all subscribers, which has already picked the all subscribers. But since I want to send to a particular set of people that have a particular tag, I am just going to click on subscribe to, and instead of using form, I'm going to pick tags, and it's going to allow me to be able to pick the particular tag I want to send this email campaign to. So let's say I want to send this campaign to everyone inside new lead, or everyone who is a YouTube contact. And when I pick that, okay, and when I pick that, I click on add filter, and that is going to add this filter, and it's going to filter everyone that is fitting the criteria here. Okay, so that means that we also have 22 subscribers that are fulfilling this criteria. You can also decide to add in another filter group if you want. And when you add in this group, that means anybody here and anybody here, these conditions must be fulfilled before they can be able to enter into this email campaign or into this broadcast. So we do not want that. I'm just going to take that off, and you can decide that you want to send this email campaign or this broadcast now, or you can decide to send later. When you click on this, you can also pick the particular date you want to send, and you can say that you want to send next week Thursday, which is the 30th of April, at a particular time. So let's say you want to send this broadcast at 8 a.m. You can be able to pick the particular time you want to send this broadcast in. So let's pick 8 a.m. And as you can see, that has changed the date for this particular broadcast here. And you can also see the advanced options here, where you can be able to add in notes, internal notes for this email broadcast. And when you're done, you can click on continue. There's another thing you can do where you can be able to publish to web also. So you can decide that this newsletter is going to have a URL that you can be able to send to everyone, maybe through social media, or maybe through a particular landing page, or you can even add it on your website. So you can add in the thumbnail for this. You can also upload the thumbnail here. You can also decide that you only want this broadcast to show up to everyone who is a paying subscribers, or you can decide that you want to set it as a feature in your creator profile. But since we have not set up the creator profile, we will see how to do that in a minute also. So when you are done with all of these settings here, and you make sure that everything is set up correctly, because if you make any mistake here, it's going to affect your email campaign. So you click on continue when you are done, and when you are done, it's going to review everything for you to make sure that you see who you are sending to and how the sending is done. So you can then click on send email and post, or you click on go back to edit your email campaigns. So let's click on schedule email and post, and that is going to schedule this campaign for us, and it's going to send out that campaign at a particular date in our it's going to set up it's going to send it's going to send the campaign at the particular date we've set up for this campaign. So we can also decide to set up our creator profile. If you're a creator, or if you have a creators page, you can set up your creator profile inside of ConvertKit. Now, before you go, let me mention something that may actually be very helpful for you if you're watching this. If you're currently planning to set up ConvertKit for your business, but you are not exactly sure what is the best structure, what the best structure should look like, maybe you're wondering how to organize your subscribers, what automations you actually need for your business, or how ConvertKit should fit into your own customer journey, we can help you with that. At CLM Instructors, we offer free discovery call where we take time to understand your business, what you are trying to build, and the kind of email marketing system that will actually make the most sense for your business. So instead of you guessing your way through the setup, you can actually have a proper conversation with us and get clarity on the right direction. And remember, this is a free discovery call. You do not need to pay $1 for this. So if this sounds helpful and you think it's something you need, you will find the link to the discovery call. The link is in the description below. And if this video has helped you, make sure to subscribe, and also do not forget to like this video, and also share with everyone who you think is going to need this video. And also, we have a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers by the middle of this year, and you can actually make that happen for us. So subscribe, like, and also share, and also do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that anytime an amazing video like this drop on our channel, you are going to get notified. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.